Pride. The pride that one has in oneself is what molds that individual into what they are. Harsh and mean words cut at people and injure their pride. What people don't realize is pornography also degrades and injures women and their pride for these three reasons. 1, it ruins the equality between men and women. 2, it creates violence in the actions of men towards women. And 3, it lowers women to the same status as inanimate objects. For my first point, pornography ruins the equality between men and women. According to Val Richards in the article, Safe or Sexual, she says that pornography presents women in postures of sexual submission and servility. It also portrays women as whores by nature. According to Charles Cottle, he says that sexually explicit material denigrates women, and so women tend to generally react more negatively than men, which is explanatory because it's stereotyping women in general as whores, which I'm sure many of you aren't. For my second point, that pornography creates violence in the actions of men towards women. According to Val Richards, pornography is intended for an effect. It is intended to produce both sexual arousal and actions in the consumer. Most of the time, it produces violence towards women. According to Diana Russell, pornography in the past decade has been the causative link between pornography and violence against women. Not only that, but the actual making of pornography involves and even requires violence and assault. In the past research that Diana conducted, a substantial percentage of the male population who was researched and questioned said that they had the desire to rape women if they wouldn't get caught or have the consequences that follows. For my third point, pornography lowers women to the same status as inanimate objects. Again, according to Val Richards, she says that pornography is degrading women and it sets them back to the time they were looked at as mere sex objects and possessions and nothing more. Back a lot of years ago, women were thought of, more as they were the possession. They didn't have the ability to own any property. They weren't given the right to speak up, really. And if they did speak up, they weren't really thought of as well educated. They were more taken for granted. In the article called Degrading Women, they state that the men who read Playboy don't want the women that they see in it to be humanized. They're not looking at these women for, educated conversation. They're looking for a sexual release. And so, in conclusion, pornography degrades and injures women and their pride. Pornography degrades and injures women by these 3 points. 1, it ruins the equality between men and women. 2, it creates violence in the actions of men towards women. And 3, pornography lowers women to the same status as inanimate objects. Women are just as valuable as men, and they deserve to be treated with that respect.